planes. Most of us know what to expect when we buy an airplane ticket.
This is what it's supposed to look like.
But
This is an American Airlines bus that I'm going to be using as a flight to get to my final destination in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
what does this even mean? And considering that these routes only exist out of Philadelphia,
We're gonna make it to Philadelphia in order to hop on this bus, find out for ourselves who in their right mind is spending $1,600 for a bus ticket that's gonna take them an hour away from Philadelphia.
when you board a normal flight, you scan your boarding pass, go to the plane, get to your seat, and get comfortable. And if the ride is long enough, you might even get a meal. You will have your nice view out the window. You can also use the bathroom while on the plane, which is pretty neat.
Now that we know what a typical regular airline flight looks like, we're gonna hop on a flight that is listed as a bus for the airline carrier.
First, we gotta find the bus.
Down this hallway, you're gonna see stairs to go down. That's where the shuttle bus is. You have to get all the way to F. I believe it's F8.
Is that a typical thing? They replace the plane with a bus?
I mean, that's just American Airlines. You have to ask them.
Gotcha. So you said it's Terminal F. Sounds good, thank you.
Yeah.
So apparently it's only an American Airlines thing where you hop on an aircraft type bus. While I'm on the search for the bus that's supposed to take me to, I don't even know where I'm going, but the question here is, why are they using buses? What's so special about this bus? And is it even worth the $400 one-way ticket per person, mind you? So was it worth $1,600 for me and my cameraman to go to this 1.5 hour bus ride? Especially when you can pay $75 to get an Uber from here to wherever I'm going. So she will have to test that theory. Uber VIP is $110 to get from here to Atlantic City. Instead, we paid $400 per person per ticket. Seems dumb. It actually is dumb. What a waste of money. The statement that is definitely contradictory is the fact that the aircraft is a bus.
They're loading you on a bus
On a bus
from an airport,
from an airport,
driving you to AC.
and they flying me on the bus to AC with a pilot that's gonna drive a bus.
Is that real?
We got the bus, aircraft type, bus. So it's a legitimate thing, right?
Wait.
I thought that was the most ridiculous thing ever. So I hopped on a plane from Austin to fly here to ride the bus.
If you don't mind me asking, how much does that run?
Just the bus portion,
Yeah.
round trip for two of us is $1,600.
Because for me, I'm thinking like, Megabus. It's like $5.
Horrible financial decision, obviously. I think a lot of people just don't realize that it's an actual bus. Just like this lady had no idea it is.
So I thought, oh, this is great. There's a flight.
Right.
This kind of surprised me.
It is not a flight.
It's not a flight. And my brother-in-law kept telling me, you're on a bus. I said, no, we're not on a bus. My thing says a flight.
Once she realized that we are actually hopping on a bus, she had a concern.
The chances of getting an accident on the road and in the car, in a vehicle, are much higher than in a plane. And so they're actually putting us at risk.
Now that is a very interesting point. Statistically speaking, car accidents happen far more often than plane accidents. And right now we're taking a plane and a car. Does that multiply?
There's the bus.
And with the bus being here, it is time to board. All right, well, here we are, hopping on the plane, bus, whatever this is, going directly to Atlantic City. One of the only 3 flights that are operated by buses. Probably the first time I've ever been on a bus in the United States, and definitely the first time I've been on a bus that is a plane that is directed by a pilot. I don't know. Do we have to turn our phones off and put them on airplane mode? No airplane mode? All right. So when you get on the bus, this is what you're gonna see.
This is us. Was not expecting this much room. Definitely not a plane.
You shove your bag in the overhead space, get in your assigned seat, which is pretty spacious if we are comparing to the economy seat of a regular plane, which is what these seats are sold as. However, this is definitely not a plane.
Essentially a normal car seatbelt, different from what you usually expect in a plane.
Please use caution while moving about the cabin while the vehicle is in motion, and use the handrail that is located just below the overhead compartments.
You can keep your phone on just like you would in a normal car ride, and you even have an outlet. With all of that said, not everyone was having a great time.
I get car sick in the car or on a bus very easily, but on a plane, I can spend the time on my phone. So now I need to put my phone away. And I was just wondering if I could have a refund because I can't spend the next hour on my phone like I planned, like I was going to be on the plane.
With a car sick person on my right, we started the trip, and honestly, it was not bad. I even got some shut-eye on the way to the next airport. And to my surprise, just like on the plane, they actually had a bathroom here, which honestly was pretty spacious.
We're pleased to share that we are approximately 20 minutes from our destination. Please start to gather your personal belongings and wait for the bus to stop completely before standing up to disembark.
But some of my questions were still not answered. So here I am on an American Airlines bus flight. When will this plane take off? Will the Wi-Fi kick in after we reach 10,000 feet? Do they have oxygen masks? And after all, do they have a raft? What if the driver were to drive into the river? And I decided to ask the bus driver that just took us to this new airport, what are his thoughts? I'm hopping on a bus from here at 4:20. Is it the same bus?
Going back with me?
I am.
Yeah, you go right back.
How often do people like goof around about this being a flight and whatnot?
Not too often.
Yeah?
But some of them are shocked, but they say they just surprised at this, having noticed that it was a bus. Shocked that they didn't have the heads up that it was, yeah.
Gotcha, interesting.
I would say more of a communication lack problem.
Interesting. You don't have to put like airplane mode on this bus?
No.
And the Wi-Fi still exists, right?
Yes.
Great. And I can still take the same amount of stuff on the bus and all that?
Absolutely, yep.
Great.
As long as they're checking your baggage, yep. How did you think of it?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Interesting people.
Right,
Interesting demo, for sure.
Okay.
But overall, cool. An American Airlines employee saw that I'm talking to the driver and had some questions, so I threw some information at him as well. One of the ladies I was speaking to earlier, she was like, I thought it was an Airbus, and I got to this, and it's a bus, and where are my snacks? I'm like, bro, come on, just get to your destination.
Because we started last year in June, I believe. Yeah. So it's almost 1 year, more than a year now.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited to be here with American Airlines and hop on a plane, bus, whatever this is.
Yeah, but people like it. Because most of the people, they come to us and they say, we like this bus and it's a very good service for us. Yeah.
I do gotta say one thing. Take a guess how much I paid for myself and him to go round trip.
Maybe $50?
$1,800.
$1,800?
Him and I,
Okay.
$1,800.
Oh my God!
The American Airlines employees thought it was like maybe 70 bucks. $1,800, my guy. 1,800 bucks.
And then another thing would be, I would say, I guess they still consider this a flight. But
Right.
even still,
Do you have your pilot's license?
no.
Damn. Do we have a water raft? No life vests? No life vests? Oxygen masks? Damn. You heard it here first. The bus does not fly. Who would have thought, right? Fly on American Airlines bus.
Yes.
All right, subscribe to Pasha K. Sign up.